harsh words which are unpleasant to others. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. Habitual, disturbing emotions are hard to stop through counteractions. Armed with antidotes, the guards of mindfulness and mental alertness destroy disturbing emotions like attachment at once, as soon as they arise. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. In brief, whatever you are doing, ask yourself, what's the state of my mind? With constant mindfulness and mental alertness, accomplish others' good. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. To remove the suffering of limitless beings, understanding the purity of the three spheres, dedicate the virtue from making such effort to enlightenment. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. For all who want to train on the bodhisattva path, I have written the 37 practices of bodhisattvas, following what has been said by the excellent ones on the meaning of the sutras, tantras, and treatises. Though not poetically pleasing to scholars, owing to my poor intelligence and lack of learning, I've relied on the sutras and the words of the excellent, so I think these bodhisattva practices are without error. However, as the great deeds of bodhisattvas are hard to fathom for one of my poor intelligence, I beg the excellent to forgive all faults such as contradictions and non sequiturs. Through the virtue from this, may all living beings gain the ultimate and conventional altruistic intention, and thereby become like the protector Chenrezig, who dwells in neither extreme, not in the world, nor in peace.
Mm. Uh, Good morning, everybody. Uh, I think, or I'm not sure. You guys read the email recently? How many people did? How many people didn't? Why load this email? I mean, no, busy, right? Busy and busy, right? Yeah, that's I'm sure. Okay, whatever. 2 weeks before Kanchan Rinpoche visit here, right? 2 weeks. Uh, and he taught at the White Lotus, mainly two topics, right? Saturday was bodhicitta, and Sunday was Guru Yoga, I believe, right? Yeah. And before he left, I said, next week sometimes you just review with the people. If people have some question, is there any confusions or doubt, just give the answer if you can be able to do that. So there I just, without thinking, said yes. You understand? So later I thought in my mind comes, well, why I said yes? Because those topics were very big topic and the teacher is very high guru. And so if you have any questions about that, and I have no qualified to give the answer. So therefore, you understand what I mean? So that's why I'm just was myself a little bit confused why I'm said immediately yes. Look, sounds like I know everything. Like, whatever you knew, then I know sounds like. So reality is not like that. But anyway, everybody, while Lotus send email for people, and today we are here. So if you have any question about that, I will try. Okay, one thing. And second thing, in faith, the Buddhism entitled, um, there are three things need to do if a person who want to become the Buddhahood. Okay? If person who want to just liberate or free from just samsara, you no need to do those all three things. You understand what I mean? Huh? You understand? Okay, listen. We see, we talk, listen to me or carefully, right? The people say like this, right? Listen. If you want to become the Buddhahood, or you want to become Buddha, or if you want to achieve the enlightenment, the ultimate enlightenment, you need to do necessarily the three things. Now you got it? If you want to become just arhat, arhat, or just liberate from samsara, just, for liberation level, you just need to do only one thing. You don't need to do all of things. So what is those three things? I think so maybe many of you know that. Huh? Huh? The three things. So this is called the three vows. Three vows. Vows. VOW, S or no need S. English is complicated language. Right. Three vows. Okay. And the number one is called the Hinayana of individual liberation vow. Vows. You understand? Hinayana, individual of liberation. In Sanskrit called the Pardi Moksha or Moksha, whatever you want to say. Well, you're writing number one, that's good enough. Because we are not really follower of speaker of the Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is not necessary. And number two, the Mahayana training of the Bodhisattva or Bodhicitta, whatever. Hinayana, Mahayana, right? And number 3, are you writing down or not? Okay, that's perfect. And number 3, the Vajrayana, right? Or Tantrayana, they call the Vedi Dara Samaya of the Tantra. The real is a Tantra vow. Okay. Vajrayana Samaya of Vididara. Vididara is one of the name, the Tantrayana. The Vidi means wisdom, and Dara means hold. The Mahamantra wisdom, holder of the Mahamantra, or Dzogchen, is called the Vididara. Okay? So these 3 things, if you want to become Buddha, or if you want to get the ultimate enlightenment. Before I mentioned 2 or 3 times, more than I think maybe 5, 6 times, the enlightenment is there are 3 different types of enlightenment according to Buddhism. So liberation, right? That's only one. Liberation and omniscience comes together. The omniscient and ultimate enlightenment is same meaning. And the liberation level and the, how to say, arhati and provisional enlightenment, same meaning. You understand what I mean? Only 3 people, they had like this. I don't know. Many people didn't say anything. That's not a good situation, actually.
I don't think I'll ever get enlightened.
Yeah, nobody get enlightenment because we are ordinary people. But what I'm saying, you understand or not? That's the reason, right? If you already experience the enlightenment, and then you no need to listen teaching of the enlightenment. You got already there, right? If you already arrive in the Washington, D.C., and then you no need to watch the map of the Washington, D.C.
Passion debate.
Okay, 3 things, okay? Keep in the mind. Number 1, Hinayana, individual of the liberation. This is the same meaning, the first training of the mind, moral ethics and morality. Okay? They're easy. A second thing is very important, how to say, easy, the second training of the mind. Right? The concentration. Training of the concentration or training of the meditation. And the last one, Tantayana, you can see the third training of the mind, wisdom. But sometimes the letter different. If you want to become for temporary liberation level, like arhati, but you need to have wisdom or concentration both. Okay, but what is different things is if you're talking about the vows, and then you need to get provisional enlightenment or just liberation levels, then you no need to practice bodhicitta and tantrayana. Now got it? Okay, now clear, right? And keep in mind. Okay.
Question. So would that be similar to the Theravada path where Hinayana is the focus?
What say again?
So would that be similar to the Theravada
Mhm.
path
Mhm.
where Hinayana is the
Yeah.
focus?
Yeah, same. Different names. Okay. Anyone question?
No, just a comment. I would say that this is academic, in the academic circle, have phased out the word Indiana, even though it's still in scripture or in theology, and just use the word Theravada. There are different connotations. It used to be the lesser gradable, the lesser vehicle.
Yeah, it used to be the lesser vehicle, the middle vehicle, and the great vehicle. And so there's been some discussion and some degree, some learning that it's not necessarily a lesser vehicle. It is its own thing. And so the connotations of Hinayana does not necessarily suit what the Theravada really represents anymore. But that's just from an academic point of view.
What does mean lesser wheel? Lesser wheel. Yeah, we call.
Well, little or little.
What they mean?
Well, that's just it. It translated in English not so well. This idea of it not being, when I say something is lesser than, it means it's not equal to, or small yana, or that it's smaller versus it's its own thing.
Whatever reality is everybody accept. If we change the name, it's not getting better. You understand what I mean? In the Hinayana, then listen, Hinayana and Mahayana, 500, 600 years ago, people using.
Right.
The Hina means small. The small is mind. They accept the Theravada. They don't accept all mother sentient beings. I cannot take care. They already kill it.
As I said,
So that's why you no need to doubt to using that. This is reality. If you small mind, if you put the bigger mind, then more lead, you mislead. So because they are not reality things. Okay? If somebody doing not really good, if you say you're doing good, they keep going the mistaking on the wrong side. If somebody doing is wrong, you need to tell you're doing not good. If you stay, okay, you keep going, that's you good, stay, you did good job. If they keep mistake all the time, you understand? So therefore, in the Buddha taught in the Sanskrit world, this is a beginning language or first language of the teaching. So there's Hinayana and Mahayana. Okay, so these are modified because the ordinary people perceptions and perspectives. We just try to modify Dharma. Oh, people don't like really Hinayana, like small things. That's why we try to change the world, and nothing happened. Because the Theravada, and they don't accept even the Tantrayana, and they don't accept the Bodhisattva, Bodhicitta. So this is reality. So Buddha, Bodhisattva and non-Bodhisattva is the difference between Hina and Yana. Okay? How to say Hinayana and Mahayana. Just Yana, different Yana. Only a word using Yana. Yana means basically, technically, it's mind power. How you have breathed. For example, today we ask, hi George, can you take care of the old White Lotus Sangha for 1 month? Feed, money, grocery? You say yes, because you have confidence to take care of them. That is called your mind is very Maha and Yana. And if for somebody asking me, hey, Molam, can you take you for 3 days White Lotus Sangha for food and housing and everything? And I say, no, I am Hina. This is reality. And out of Dharma Center, somebody put my name, oh, Molam is a Mahayana. Nothing happened. You understand what I mean? So therefore, Hinayana is all the time Hinayana, and Mahayana all the time is Mahayana. So the Buddhism we cannot modify according to other people's perspective. What they like, whether they don't like, this is cannot modify. That's for sure.
As I said, it's an academic.
Which one's better?
As I said, it's a question of academic jargon. It's not a question for me of theological debate.
Well,
You can't, but
academic means so many different meanings.
right.
So these, I would say the Buddhism is knowledge. That's all.
I do feel that without the Hinayana, you cannot have the Tatriana.
Well, we need to say Hinayana and Mahayana killers, and the teaching is need to tell directly. If I doubt, I have doubt and hesitate to tell, like Hinayana, Mahayana, that is called the bad karma for me. Buddha killer say.
Mhm.
So if I teach for other people happy, that's not correct teaching.
Mhm.
So therefore, Kadamba teaching, and a great master says, which teaching hold you, that teaching you need. That makes you change your mind. If we talking always, you are very good, great practitioner, so you have incredible loving kindness and compassion, you're not improving. You think I am so superhero today. Well, people think I'm really good. I'm no need to do anything. I'm good enough. Think that way. This is not reality things. So therefore, Kadamba Master says more often, which teaching more harden you, that teaching necessarily need you. You understand?
I
So
understand.
many people say, when I was in Europe in 2014, I told there about hell realms. You know, the Nagarjuna's text, the by the way comes about hell and how it goes. And somebody says, oh, we don't want to listen to hell. And some people say like this. Yeah, if they don't want to listen, it's okay. They're up to them. But if people don't want, and that's why I'm not need to teach, that's not a good situation. Because all the Buddhism, whatever Buddhism says, from Theravada or Hinayana, Antra Mahamudra, all every single word, reality and truth, and really, really need people who, if want to become Buddha or liberated. So therefore, in the everybody knows the how to say 84,000 dharma, right? So if you want to become the Buddha, okay, you need to practice all the 84,000 dharma. That's for sure. If you see and one single word, if you think this is no need for me, or maybe you're wrong, maybe Buddha wrong. Buddha said every single word you need if you want to become the Buddha. So therefore, we need all the training of the mind. For example, the Theravada or Hinayana, whatever they say, doesn't really matter. Only you need to avoid 10 non-virtues. This is Theravada, Hinayana. Without avoiding the 10 non-virtues, If you say I am Bodhisattva, this is fake, not truth. Because if you not avoid or not abandon harming others, how you can to do benefit for others? You understand? So therefore, this three training of the mind is essence of the teaching of the Buddhas. So therefore, if you really want to have correct bodhicitta vows, so only cause or foundation is the Hinayana vow. Without the Hinayana vow, there's impossible to have bodhicitta vow. That's I can guarantee. You understand? That's for sure. So therefore, here I would really suggest to you, if you want to practice Tantrayana, Mahamudra, you just pay more attention Hinayana and Bodhicitta. If you want to practice Bodhicitta, you have to have Hinayana vow. Without the Hinayana vows, you cannot be able to achieve anything like Bodhicittas and Bodhisattvas vow in level. Without Bodhicitta, you cannot have any Tantayana vow or practice. You can say without any of the first two, you can still say, I am tantric practitioner. You can say this is just a word. Could be nobody knows you are which one's practitioner. Right? The people say, I read your mind, but I don't think nobody can read any other mind. Right? Who knows actually you can read the other people's mind? You can read? You can? You can? I'm not really. Therefore, nobody can read any other mind. So that's why we can say, that's why people always lying each other and cheat. The real meaning is nobody can read your mind. So therefore, we can show off other people looks correct practitioner. If you're motivated or your mind is thinking the benefit of yourself and saying, I am all the sentient beings I need to do. And nobody knows. It looks like really true. Right? So that means we lack of practice. So all the three things. So therefore, Khenchen Rinpoche was there. That's why Khenchen Rinpoche always teaching really, how to say, in order to teach. That means he give Saturday morning refuge vow. Refuge vow is including Theravada or Hinayana vows. Okay? And then after that, he give Bodhicitta vows and teaching. Okay? And then finally, he teach the Guru Yoga. Right? I'm wrong or right? I'm correct, right? Okay, that's good. I feel much better now. So therefore, that means we need to know all three things we need. Firstly, we need to practice and training the mind, moral ethics. You think yourself really in the daily life, how many things of the 10 non-virtues you can be able to avoid. And then you will understand which kind of practitioner by yourself. No need to ask any other people, well, what do you think I am good or not? You know yourself. Right? So there's a 10 non-virtues very easy. 3 of them, the body's non-virtues. Everybody knows, right? Just I remind you, skilling, huh? Right? Very easy. And the sexual misconduct, these three things called the non-virtue of the bodies. And second one is four of them, they are for speech of the non-virtues. Lying, and the divisive talks, using harsh word, and gossip, unlimited. Right? So how much you can be able to avoid every day? You think like this morning, what you did? Did you tell anyone like kind of lie, or he or say, I don't know that real meaning, but they say white lie. I don't know that means really. The lie is lie. Buddha say lie is lie always. And possible become lie is not lie. Right? And the last three of them is minds. You know, what is it? First, covetousness, greeding, right? Greed.
Greed.
Yeah, greed. If I'm using greeding, what happened?
Greedy, it describes, greed is.
No, just noun, like same function noun. Greeding.
Greed is
Okay, yeah, greed. And the second one, what is called? Malevolence. Like harming, thinking of the harming other. And third one, last one is more danger one. A serious one. And those is really, really worst one of the tens. Danger one, rescue one, and very, very bad one. It's wrong view. Wrong view. Wrong perspective. You think there's no karma? First, okay? There's no enlightenment, okay? And there's no three joys. Whatever I want, I can do. That kind of perspective is called the wrong view. Right? So therefore, these 10 things, if you practice daily life, you're doing wonderful situation. That's for sure. And then really, really, I think so you already have bodhicitta. Because that mainly motivate for benefit for others. That's why you try to avoid for 10 non-virtues. You understand what I mean? And then you can go into the Tantrayana. They're easy. Right? Okay, there we go. Okay, any question? I teach too much? If yes, sorry.
Translation of Mahamudra in English.
The people translation their correct vehicle. I don't understand that because I'm not speaker of the English. The translation are so great vehicle. Great vehicle means big truck or train, something. I don't know that. Huh? What is a great vehicle? Huh? Steffi, you know?
What
The
is it?
vehicle is like from motorcycle until train. Huh? Those are called the vehicle. Huh?
Mhm.
If we go DMV, they're just always talking vehicles, right? So then great vehicle, I don't know. That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That I know the Maha and the Yana. And this is Sanskrit I know. And I know in the Tibet called the Tekpa Khempo, clearly, a word and a meaning. But I can understand English that means because the Sanskrit that both of Tibet, the translation is a correct vehicle. A correct, I know that's okay, but I don't know vehicle. In Sanskrit, though, Tibet both is anything like vehicle is for example, because in Sanskrit and Tibet both, and they give example like Mahayana, like which kind of Mahayana, and then they says elephants. Elephants can elevate, right? Elevator, elevated for many, like 100,000 pounds can create in the backside. They give the example. The second thing's example is give. If people explain the Mahayana, and then somebody, if they ask you, which kind of Mahayana can you give me for example? And then they say, like elephants, very strong and power. You can 200, 300 points put the backside in the bay in the elephants bring to California, no problem. Right? Not cows, not yak, not bison, not buffalo, like elephants. But in America, there's no elephants. Maybe difficult people can imagine.
I have sound.
Okay, that is called the Mahayana and a great vehicle. Okay, 1 minute.
Sorry, I'm getting feedback. Hi, Khempo. Ooh. Maybe I'll talk from here because I speak loud. Okay. I'm getting some feedback. English is my second language as well. Vehicle can mean multiple things because it's also movement, but it's originally like a vessel for movement. So like an elevator moves you up and down usually. Vehicle, greater vehicle could be like a
That's why I'm so confused.
yes.
Which vehicle?
Yes.
That's why I'm really confused language.
Yes, so an elephant is a vehicle as well, even if it doesn't have wheels and no motor, because it moves things. So if we're gonna use the elephant again, it moves the large amount of things to another place.
Well, vehicles including their animals. You mean?
Vehicle is anything that moves something or a concept of something.
So
to
then
another-
we are also a vehicle.
Yes, you are a
Right.
vehicle of knowledge to us. And so greater vehicle will be great knowledge passed on through something else. So that's what I'm getting at with vehicle. It's just a silly word because English is very like limited.
Right.
Explanation.
Yeah, whatever, there's no problem, but vehicle. So here, real, we need to understand vehicle means can be elevated to very big things or huge things. And the real meaning is they can take care all the sentient beings situation. That is a Mahayana vehicle. Great vehicle, I mean, great. The laser vehicle, only one cell. Right? Hinayana or later, whatever. Somebody, we know that somebody is very brave and courage. Whatever they need to do, okay, I can do. Yes, of course. Benefit for other, benefit for themselves, benefit for family members, benefit for neighborhoods, benefit for countries, whatever. They say always, yes, I can do, I can do. That is kind of great vehicle. Right? Somebody in person talk nice, oh wonderful, I'm so happy meet you, you are so sweet and you are so wonderful. And a little bit distance, if somebody texts you and calling you, can you help me? I'm sorry, I'm busy. That is called the laser vehicle. Also opposite in person talking and out of talking. You understand what I mean? Those are Hinayana. Oh, oh, 3 minutes already.
Thank you so much. And it's a wonderful talk on the Bodhisattva, the difference between the Bodhisattva path and the Hinayana and the Arhat. I just wanted to read something because it's not that it's a sticking point, it's just a question of direction. And I have a quote here. It says, the Dalai Lama generally avoids using the term Hinayana due to its negative connotations, preferring to refer to the Pali tradition and the Sanskrit tradition instead. He views the terms Hinayana and Mahayana as creating a sense of division and promoting a hierarchy, which he finds unhelpful. Instead, he emphasizes the interconnectedness of Buddhist traditions and the importance of combining the analytical approach of the Pali and Sanskrit traditions with modern science. So that's just what's going on now. I mean, I can't speak for what has been.
What
But-
this is from Dalai Lama?
Yes.
You mean Dalai Lama letter, this one?
Yes.
Dalai Lama letter?
He-
Who wrote this one?
Was this a quote of what he said, or was this his written?
Dalai Lama has been quoted as saying that he does not like using the term.
He not using, and he not using in his individual perspectives. Okay, but I never see Dalai Lama says we cannot use Hinayana.
He didn't say we can't use it. He says he prefers not to use it.
Or whatever, doesn't matter. Not use and not use, but Hinayana is there always.
Absolutely.
If we not using the Hinayana, the disappeared Hinayana practitioner, then we not use. Okay? I don't know there's Dalai Lamas or not, but you need to watch out and reflect. Many people concept so many there's distinguishing things in the thoughts, and then all the world is sensitive. They related with us and not, doesn't really matter. Because in the mind, it's not healing. Right? If our mind something doubt and hesitate, and then we think all other people say something about me. But nobody talking about you. But you feel and you're thinking that way. And then you will try it. No reason. Right? So if we everything need to change, and 100,000 words we need to change. Right or wrong? Yeah, really. And Tibet called the Tikpa Chembo and Tikpa Chungu. Since translate all the Buddha's word so far, 1,400 years ago, there's no need to change any single word. Whatever Sanskrit this is, literal translation into Tibet. And nobody say, I don't want to listen Hinayana. If you don't want to listen, okay, you don't listen. That's all. Good enough. If you want to listen always Mahayana, okay, go ahead, study Mahayana. That's up to them. Yes or no? Huh? Yeah, that's why. Okay, short break.